What was the strongest tank in World War II? Using Total Tank Simulator, we are gonna find out. From every nation in the game, we'll be putting 5 heavy tanks, 10 medium tanks, and 20 light tanks head-to-head to see who comes out on top. Each battle lasts 5 minutes, and whoever has the better balance of power and/or who just wins the battle will move on to the next round. First up is Germany versus Great Britain. Let the battle begin. So the German light tank is the Panzer 38T, their medium tanks are the Panzer III, and their heavy tanks are the big old Tigers. The Brits light tank is the Mark III, medium tank is the Matilda, and heavy tank is the Churchill. And it looks like they're going to be going head-to-head in the center of the map. The German mediums and light tanks appear to be getting flanked by these guys out in the corner. Look at these boys snaking round. And the majority of this battle will take place right in the center of the map. Look at the balance of power, 3 minutes 40 remaining. And believe it or not, the British are actually winning the battle so far. I have no doubt that you guys are going to be so triggered if the Brits win this over the Germans, but it's Total Tank Simulator and it's out of my control. They have absolutely stomped the Germans in the center here, although one thing to keep in mind is all the German Tiger tanks are still operational, although can you believe what you're seeing right now? The British Mark IIIs are actually killing a Panzer VI Tiger. The balance of power is now looking good for the Germans as another Panzer III goes down. It looks to me like the only reason the Brits got the head start is because the German Tiger tanks took so long to arrive, and that guy has also gone down. Who have they got left? I think they had one in the distance there with only 2 minutes and 30 gone. The Germans are victorious and move through to the next round. Next up, the Soviet Union versus the French. Once again, we've got 5 minutes on the clock where either the balance of power or destroying all of the enemies will determine the game. Okay, here we go. The Soviet light tank is the BT-5, medium tank is the T-34, and heavy tank is the beastly KV-1 versus the French light Renault FT AMC-24 for medium tank. I think that's what it's called. And the Char 2C or 2D. The French tank names are dead, man. They're so bad. Anyway, that doesn't matter because we have actually got first contact with the Renault FTs and the BT-5s. So far, it looks like the French might be winning on balance of power with 4 minutes on the clock. Yeah, the BT-5s have really gone down hard. Where's the T-34s? Where even... Oh, they've all gone round this way. The French tanks have decided they're just going to destroy every building in sight because why not? And some of the French heavy tanks are also going down. As the KV-1s and T-34s move in round the corner, I think that the Soviets might win this because they are concentrating fire on the dangerous French tanks. Look at this one KV-1. Is he going to survive? Surely he can't survive. Oh, he goes down. But so does the French tank. Oh, KV-1, are you okay? Okay, he's fine. So it appears to me like the Soviet... Wow! What happened to that guy? On paper, the Soviets are losing this, but remember, these are medium and heavy tanks. And I think all the French have left is just loads and loads of light tanks with a couple of medium tanks spattered in there. To be fair, though, it is a swarm. Look how many there are. Once again, we've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Let's see. Can the FTs take down T-34s and KV-1s? I don't believe it. I don't believe my eyes. What are we witnessing here? Okay, look at the balance of power. The French tanks still moving in. We're literally stuck behind a smoke cloud. We can't see what's going on. But ladies and gentlemen, France wins that battle and moves on to the next round. Remember, this is Total Tank Simulator, not real life. I'm talking to you, history buff. Next up is the United States versus Poland. And away we go. Same rules apply, 5 minutes on the clock. And this time the Yanks have brought the Stuart, the Sherman, and the Pershing versus the Polish 7 TP, 10 TP, and the Black Prince. And once again, the battle will be kicking off as they set fire to the entire forest in the process. The heavy tanks are always late to the party and can swing it one way or the other, but they might not have to swing it because this is looking incredibly well balanced. The Stuarts and the 7TPs are more or less the same tank. I'm surprised that guy... Oh my god. Look at the forest. The forest has been destroyed. Okay, the Black Princes have entered the battlefield, although he just took a big old hit. Whoa! What just did that? Black Prince has gone down. 10 TPs in the forest are also getting surrounded, and the Shermans are plugging away. It looks to me like the Americans are winning this, although a couple of cheeky light tanks for the Poles have surrounded the medium tanks of the Yanks, but that's not going to last for very long. There we go. The Shermans move on to their next victim, and the Pershings have arrived as well, and the entire forest having been burnt down. This is looking like a pretty clean victory for the Americans, although once again loads of Polish light tanks, and from the last battle, don't forget the light tanks actually somehow managed to swing it. The French Renault FT clutched a victory. I never thought those words would come out my mouth, but then again, look at this. The Stuarts are still here in number. Plenty of Shermans and Pershings, and what little the Poles have left is not gonna be enough. They're holding down right at the back of the map, and they've actually held out with 1 minute 30 just about on the clock. Was that the last unit? I think it was. There we go. The USA wins and progresses to the next round. Now, the problem with this Total Tank Simulator tournament is there are only 7 factions in the game. So you see this Italian tank, of course part of the Italy faction. We're just going to progress them to the next round anyway, because may I remind you, these are Italian tanks. They're not gonna win. So, on to round 2 of the tournament, where the German panzers will now be facing the French. So, we've begun the battle. Once again, 5 minutes on the clock with the balance of power at the top. Whoever wins this battle will enter the final. The Germans appear to be clumping up into one big ball, and so do the French. The tanks in this battle will be the same as they were in previous rounds. And to be honest, the thing that I feel most sorry for is this town, which is about to be demolished. Let's see how much longer this church stands. Oh, there we go. Not much longer. This is one massive ball of German tanks versus a slightly smaller ball. Where's the rest of the French tanks? Yo, okay. Some of the French tanks are flanking round the sides. And if you can believe it, somehow the balance of power is actually going towards the French. If the French win this series, do you know how outrageous that will be? Like, honestly, the French tanks are literally going to win this battle. If they win the final as well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Imagine if it's a French-Italian tank final. I don't think my little heart could take that. Where's the final German tank? Oh my god, the French tanks won. So who was the last team that the French beat? Okay, so the French beat the Soviets and the Germans. Yeah, I know for a fact the comment section is gonna be a little bit frustrated. But guess what? I don't care. And actually, that's a great time to say if you haven't commented below, please feel free to express your rage and like or dislike this video. Do it now. Next up, for the other semi-final, it's the Americans versus the Italian tanks. If I'm honest, I don't even know what these are called. It's like Caro, this, that, or other. It's not even worth knowing. Once again, timer at the top left corner, balance of power in the center. Let's get started. I'm gonna be honest, if the Americans don't win this battle with what I would consider to be far superior vehicles, like the Pershing, I mean, look at this. It's a Pershing against these things. I'm surprised they're even taking down fences. Yo, can they take down trees? Oh, we'll never know. Yo, he just sponged a few shots. How is he not dead? If this battle ends up as an Italian tank, French tank final with the Americans, Soviets, Brits, and the Germans being knocked out, I'm gonna baby rage. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be pretty. Come on, little Stuart. Never did I think that I'd be cheering for a Stuart. How's he gone down? The Americans are losing. Look at the balance of power. Look at the balance of power. Total Tank Simulator, you had one job. The entire purpose of this tank simulation game is to simulate tanks. Yet it seems to think that Italian tanks are better than the Pershing. I don't know. And not even by a little bit. There's only 2 minutes being gone. And look at the balance of power. It's not even like it was a close battle. I'm sorry. This makes no sense. I'm not even gonna start abusing the history buffs in the comment section. I'm raging. What? Look at these things. How does that do any damage to anything? I'm pretty sure if that shot me, I could shrug it off. What an utter disappointment those lads were. I don't believe it. We have got an Italian-French final for the best tanks in World War II. Ah, why do I even try? Why? I don't know. I suppose now is a good time to say if you haven't joined my Discord and you want to let me know what you think of this terrible video, then the link is in the description. Go join my Discord. This Saturday, we're going to be recording some Roblox. If you want to get into that recording session, join the Discord. On to the next battle. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but it's a final between France and Italy for the best tanks in World War II. Yeah, Total Tank Simulator. Round of applause. Once again, balance of power at the top. The timer is on the left-hand side. Let's get this started. Now, the reason we've chosen the flat map for the final is so that there is no bias whatsoever. In theory, it should just be the best team wins, but then again, we are here with the French and the Italian team, so there's a strong argument that could be made that logic doesn't really apply here. Look at these things, bro. This beat a Pershing. This, yes, this, with a guy literally sitting on top of it. I think it would be worse if the Italians won. The Italians are winning. Within a minute, the Italians are already winning. Literally, it's not even close. This is ridiculous. That's just straight up ridiculous. I'm sorry. What is... Watch this. Watch this. That's just not even... Look at this. What? Bro, come on. Look at the balance of power. Those things just melted. These Italian tanks, mate, they're just OP. Like, they're not the best tanks in World War II, but they're definitely the best heavy tanks in Total Tank Simulator. That much I will give them. Now, the Renault FTs really holding their own against those little bathtub things over there, which I think we're supposed to be calling light tanks. Bro, this is ridiculous. Watch this. The final few French tanks are about to be utterly destroyed. And there we go. Bro, come on. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to even say it. The Italians, according to Total Tank Simulator, have got the best tanks in World War II. Yeah. Okay then. Let's just forget any of that happened, and I will say to you now, if you've not liked and or commented on this video, express your discontent and anger below. Do it now. And if you want to go even further to expressing your anger and discontent, then join my Discord, where we're going to be recording Roblox this Saturday. So join the Discord if you want to get involved on that. What else should I plug whilst I'm here? Subscribe, turn notifications on. What else? I don't know. I guess just like share this with everyone you possibly can. Let's get past 50,000 subscribers. Do it. Do it right now. Thank you. Please. Goodbye.